This is Open Ocean, a level I made on Mario Maker 2, and we're gonna play it. Open Ocean. I got the mushroom from that school of fish. This level was kind of inspired by Rayman Origins underwater levels, but it was also but I also made it look like Mario underwater levels, and of course I also learned from a Mario Super World that twisters underwater look like whirlpools. That helped me out in creating this level. I also had a Yoshi egg in here. I also like the way that when Spinies are just underwater, they just turn into their balls and float around. Sometimes I wish they do the same for bob-ombs. You know, like the underwater floating bombs. And never mind. Then on to the next part, there's torpedoes. In Mario U, there's bullet bill torpedoes, so I put them in a wall like this. You're not my Yoshi! There's him anyway. Anyway, back over here. We passed the torpedo wall. Now we're back in the normal wild waters. Gotta eat these bloopers, because bloopers are pests in these game styles. I mean, they just move wherever they want to and then just hover around you the entire level unless you deal with them quickly. Unless you go into the subworld. Speaking of subworlds, after we've reached the checkpoint, we're about to go into this level's subworld. Warning, it might get scarier from here. So now we're in the deep water. In Mario Maker 2, nighttime underwater as well as Ghost House turns very dark. I think the reason why they chose this for underwater specifically is because of the fact that if you go deep enough in underwater in oceans, it goes like completely dark. And I think that was a nod to it in adding the dark theme to the underwater as well as the ghost house, which I think it was to make the ghost house scarier if you have it dark like that. But back to this level. Since it's dark down here, I decided to add to make it scarier by adding some fish dry bones down here. Basically, when they see you, they lock their aim on you and start charging in a straight line. What? Good thing I swallowed one. I mean, Yoshi had one, and he spit one and he spit one's bone projectiles right at the one we were in front of, and it straight up took him down. I can hear them. Yoshi's doing really good in this level. Whoa, that was a big one. Please, I just need to get out. No, not my Yoshi. I accidentally jumped off because I was checking my camera angle. Speaking of my camera angle, it's not very good. Now we're back out. Back into the fresh light. Or bright light. Why did I say fresh light? Sounds kind of funny now that I think about it. But back to the level. You have to just swim through here. And then there's the flagpole. I don't know why they made it still the flagpole in here. What if they just had it an anchor and then Toad would, or the player I'm playing as, would climb up the anchor or whatever. But that's just my critique to Nintendo for keeping the flagpole underwater. But anyway, that was the level Open Ocean. TFW.